Hello Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Some may think it's a little too early for Christmas. I'm kind of one of them since it's very warm and sunny outside and I love summer, but it's also a great time to get started on your Christmas cards or holiday cards, however you want to see to use them depending on what kind of style you like to send out, or sometimes they end up being New Year's cards because, let's be honest, the holidays can be a crazy time. So I was actually playing with the Jar of Love stamp set, which is this one here, and having so much fun with all of the gorgeous flowers on it, but I also noticed this greenery piece would make an amazing wreath. So I thought, well, how about I make a Christmas card with this? So here I have actually created a wreath with that twig there. So wait, let me bring this back in one more time. So it's this little twig here with a long stem. And of course, because it is photopolymer, I actually placed it on my clear block, and here's the tail or the stem, and I have that hanging off, and I'm just going to wrap it around to the back side. And so it's wrapped around to the back side so that I can stamp this as my wreath. Don't forget that with photopolymer stamps, you can always bend and turn and curve and do anything you want with the images because they are that fabulous photopolymer quality. So let's set this aside, and we're going to bring in a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm going to just take this image and ink it up in Cucumber Crush. And I'm going to start here on the bottom and kind of angle it a little bit and stamp down. So there you can see it's not a full stem. It sort of cuts off there. And then we're just going to ink it up and then turn and stamp again. And I actually have to turn my cardstock to make sure that I'm doing a nice, good, even circle. Of course, you can also take a circle punch and sort of set it in the middle so that you know that you're getting, you have like a guide to sort of go around, and you know that you're getting a nice, even circle as well. So that's always super handy to do. So there we have that fabulous wreath. Here, I'll flip it around for you to see. And then I used one of the greetings from the Wondrous Wreath stamp set, which is this one here. It is a carryover from the last catalog, so that's super fun, and we can use that again. And I used the Happy Wonderful Christmas, which for this one you could really use lots of different greetings from it. Anything that would fit there on that top portion would be perfect. And since you have a decent area, then you don't have to worry about finding a super small greeting or anything. So I'm just going to ink that up in Real Red and stamp that at the top. And there you have your greeting. Of course, I also used the bow from the Jar of Love stamp set, and that I stamped in Real Red as well, and I just stamped that on a piece of scrap Whisper White cardstock. We all have plenty of that. And then the coordinating framelits, the Everyday Jar framelit, actually cuts out that bow just so perfectly. So then you can just die cut that bow. I added it on here with Stampin' Dimensionals. I also added some of the Cucumber Crush stitched ribbon. So I just placed that ribbon along there, folded, trimmed it and folded the ends to the back side. And then I layered it onto a piece of Real Red cardstock. The Real Red measures 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then onto a Whisper White card base. I always like to do a Whisper White card base so that I can write my greeting on the inside. I don't have to worry about adding an extra layer for that. So there is a super fun and fabulous Christmas card that you can use with the Jar of Love stamp set, and you can get started early this year so that you make sure that you can enjoy your holidays. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial of a holiday card, even though it is August, and you try it out yourself. There's always so many wonderful ways that you can use your stamp sets. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Of course, I'll be posting more photos of this card on my blog, laurastamppad.com, so you can check that out, as well as other samples using the Jar of Love stamp set. Until next time, happy stamping. Bye-bye.